Hello, this is Nadia from She Builds Again, and I am really excited today because we're going to be walking you through how I visualize to clarify my next step. So, whenever I feel stuck or unsure of what to do next, I come back to this one simple practice, which is visualizing. It gets me out of my small, limited beliefs and to actually thinking about the dream life that I'm desiring to go after. And so, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I visualize, aka imagine my future, to find clarity for my very next step. Hey, quick pause. If you've been setting goals but find yourself stuck in the same place month after month, I'd love to help you change that. I work one to one with women who are ready to finally get clear on their goals and actually follow through with confidence. I want you to imagine having a simple plan and someone walking beside you every step of the way. That's what coaching is about. If you're curious, there's a link below to book a free chat and see if it's the right fit. So I'm sure you guys can relate that it is sometimes so hard to know exactly which path to choose. I've literally been stuck in analysis paralysis so many times because I don't know whether I'm supposed to go left or right or stay in the middle. And it can be exhausting. It can drain all of my energy. But when you take a step back and actually start to visualize yourself from your higher self perspective, it can make everything so much easier. It can give you so much clarity. And then you can just start taking action and you can get out of your head and into what's next and what you have to do to make your dream a reality. And so, one of the most powerful exercises, I've done it in audio form, I've also done it in diary format, is to get out a pen and a pad, or if you ever have the audio version, just to make sure you put on some headphones and you start to listen to this before you go to bed. Is the best time of the day. In terms of journaling, I do this first thing in the morning because it's actually when I feel my most awake, feel my most excited about the day, and then my energy starts to wane and go down as the day goes on. But if you're doing this in the journaling format, we're going to talk through that first. So I get out this paper, I get out a pen, or I write it on my laptop. And at the top of the page, I write down 1 year from today. So if today is October 22nd, 2025, I write it as October 22nd, 2026. So 1 year from now. And so whatever date it is that you're listening to that, you just start by making that date at the top of the page. Then the next thing that I do is I start to just close my eyes, I start to take a few breaths, but I really start to get quiet and to journal as if I'm already living this new life that I want, whether it's a new business goal or friendship circle that I desire, or whatever it is that you're calling in, whatever it is that you want and you desire that you're praying for to God, then you just act as if you're already there. So imagine your day, that day. What are you doing? Who are you with? What are you wearing? What does your body look like? How do you talk? How are you showing up? Get so crystal clear on every single one of those details so that you can actually imagine and feel into who that version of you is. It's basically you 2.0. And that version of you is the you that you desire to be. She is further ahead in this journey. She has learned some lessons. She has taken notes. She can pass that wisdom on to you and help you to make a wise decision that is authentic to who you are and to where you want to go, and not based on pressure from external forces like family or friends or even religion. And so, what I love about this exercise is that it really does start to quiet the noise and help you to hear from your own intuition, help you to hear from your own heart, your own desires, and to drown out the rest of that noise, pressure, ideology, and just really get so clear and get so excited for the you that you're calling into your future. And so write down exactly how that day goes, write down how you look, how you feel, like I said. And then the next thing I want you to do once you get clear on all those little details, I want you to start to ask that version of you some questions. So, me from today is asking the me from 2026 questions. So, maybe my first question would be, how did I get over this hurdle? What were the biggest challenges I faced? What lessons have I learned? What was the thing that made the biggest difference? Those kind of questions that you can ask and actually get that version of you from 1 year's time to answer. And so pause in between the question and the answer. You can even take the time to maybe switch up pens. You can have a blue pen for the questions and a black or a pink pen or whatever you have in your toolkit or supply corner. I want you to just figure out what would feel the best for this exercise so that you can actually really tap into that version of you 2.0. And so then get them to answer. What we realize is we actually hold a lot of the answers in ourselves already. We just have forgotten them because we feel so much pressure, we feel so small, we are lacking confidence, we are really just struggling in so many areas of our lives. We feel hurt, we feel broken, we feel like we failed too many times to keep this going. And when we actually see that version of us and she's so clear and we can really just hug her and then sit next to her and be in amazement of who she is and all that she's accomplished and all that she's walked through and all the lessons that she's learned, and she's actually willing to pass down that wisdom to us. Like, it just makes all of the difference. We can glean so much information from that. We can learn the best step to take. And I think in life, what's so funny is that we hear so many different conflicting information. If you are strolling through Instagram, you are going to be hearing, okay, try to make money with digital products, try to make money with drop shipping, try to do this, try to do that. But when we actually tune into that highest version of ourselves, I think what's so beautiful is we start to really think about what's authentic to us and the one step that we need to do to actually get closer to that version of ourselves that we desire to be, that God has called us to be. And it's not about the get rich quick schemes. It's not about any of the fake glamour or things that look beautiful to someone else. The reality is we start to figure out what a successful, beautiful life would look like for us specifically. And I think that is just powerful, so incredible. And I really hope that you will take the time. So you do that first part, you feel into how she looks, feels, acts, etc. Then you do the second part, you start to do the questions and the answers. Then the third part is a really important. You ask her, what is the next right step that I should take? And this just helps you to break it down into something so simple and so clear and so easy. So you're not going crazy trying to do a billion and one things at once. You can get super crystal clear, just focus on that step and put your energy and your heart into making that your path. And so I think this is just such a fun way to figure out what your direction is, to stop listening to all the outside voices and to really just surrender to what it is that God is calling you to do, but also to the woman that you desire and deserve to become. This has really been a game changer in my life. I've done this exercise a billion and one times. I write these letters all the time when I feel stuck because it really does help me to recenter. It helps me to connect to that version of myself that I know that I'm called to be, and to stop thinking small and to really believe that more is possible for my life, because that version of me, I can see her, which means she already exists. I just haven't caught up yet in terms of real time. And so it's really exciting that we get to go on this journey with ourselves. We get to know ourselves deeper. We get to know God deeper, and we get to trust and keep walking this walk with Him. And so I hope that you will try this out. If you do try this visualization or journaling exercise, I want you to tell me what comes up for you. If you can share it in the comments, I think that would be so great, and we can start to learn from each other. Before you go, if you're tired of setting goals that don't stick, this is your reminder: you don't have to figure it out alone. Coaching with me is about building a plan that actually works for your life and having someone hold you accountable so that you can see real progress. The link is in the description if you'd like to explore what this could look like for you. And either way, I'm cheering you on.